Today on the channel, despite all my rage, I'm feeling like a Ratar-O in a cage with Ratar-O Thundercats Super 7 Ultimate.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Thundercats Ultimate unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got another one of those vile mutants. We got Ratar-O, but for all your Ratar-O needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. You can also go to the Super 7 website, and you can put in code KYLEP to support the channel. Got to get a deal out there, even if you don't. How about that? But today, Ratar-O on the channel, and everybody loves a rat, especially if you're my daughters, as they do have two rats, Gus and Peanut are their name. Two rats with a heart of gold, I guess. It's a wild thing. I've told those rat stories. I was totally against the rats, still kind of against the rats, because I told my wife, I said, you realize you're going to have to do all this work here. I'm not doing it. I'm against the rats, but if you want to do it, you want to do the work, you guys can. Well, guess what? My wife does all the work for the rats. The kids, not stepping up. They should be grounded for life, if you ask me. My wife has to clean the cage, but the rats are pretty smart, though. They always come to you when you come into the room. It's a wild scene. It's a wild scene. It's like having two cats is what it's like, but I don't recommend putting cats and rats together. That's a pro tip right there for those keeping track at home. But for people keeping track at home, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's dive in here. No slipcase cover, box cover on this one. Not a thing anymore from Super 7. But we do get a slipcase cover. Now, we did not get that with the Chitara Glow in the Dark edition. So I guess we'll see where it goes from there. But we do have it right here. You got the classic Mum-Ra logo. Thundercats, Ratar-O. Nothing but Thundercats on the back. So pretty paint by the numbers right here. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. And then here it is. Ratar-O out of the package. He's big. He is a big rat right here. Love what we see. We get some extra weapons, an extra head there. Thundercats logo, of course. Big window box in case you run into him. He can maybe put his John Hancock, his rat Hancock on there if you need to. Nothing fun on the sides. Ultimate on the top, of course. And then the back, that's where the magic happens, as we do know. Ratar-O on the back, and look at him looking very interesting. Let's see what it says about our old friend Ratar-O back here. Ratar-O is a mutant commander and captain of the spaceship known as the Rat Star. A cunning military strategist, Ratar-O poses a deadly threat to the Thundercats, particularly when he wields the powerful rat's eyes as his weapons. Slythe once served under him as a field cook, and that's a dark story there, as we do know. A fact which Ratar-O will never let him forget. Yeah, he always kind of talked down to Slythe, if you remember that, and like, you used to be in my kitchen, you know, you're not a real warrior, that kind of stuff. Although Ratar-O is loathed by most of the other mutants, he is respected by Vulture Man, good friend of the channel, or good friend of Ratar-O, I should say, is Vulture Man, but probably the channel too, really, if you think about it. Aren't we all good friends? If you're watching, guess what? You're a good friend of the channel. Shout out to you. The one mutant Ratar-O seems to favor would be Vulture Man, so there you go right there. The more you know about the history of Ratar-O, he is a mutant, but he wasn't in a ton of episodes, as we do know. You give the old see you later goodbye as well. Time for the plastic prison, and I gotta say, this one looks fantastic as well. We've unboxed Mongor so far, now this one. Still gotta do Snarf, still gotta do Willow. We will get to them, of course. But man, Ratar-O looking amazing right here. But a lot of stuff, let's knock him out. Gotta twist, tie, cut him, gotta free him from the McFarlane prison. Yeah, you, Todd. But we'll be back talking all things Ratar-O. All right, we got Ratar-O out of the package, and let's kick it off. Let's go through his accessories, then we'll dive into his head, and then we'll dive into the figure itself. So without further ado, let's look at these hands, and oh my gosh, let the hands have it. He's got the I'm going to get you brother hands here. He's got the pointing hand. He's going to point at Slythe. He's going to point at somebody if he needs to. Nice rat hand here. Even those rat fingernails, oh my goodness. You got a little protective spot on the palm, but a little bit of hair on the palm and the under palm here. But he's got the finger pointing hand. He's got two gripping hands out of the package. Makes a lot of sense for these weapons, so most likely we're going to have to use those. But this looks pretty cool if you ask me. And then we do got a little bit of a come hither, a little bit of a gripping hand, a little bit splayed out hand here. So as usual, choose your own adventure on the hand department. Just don't be choosing fists, because there's no fists of fury with this guy here. You can pretend over here, I guess. It's close enough to be dangerous, but it's not true fists at the end of the day. But that's the hands for old Ratar-O. But then we do get those rat's eyes, and basically they're like side blades is what they look like here. Nice gold coloring on the handle and a bit on the front right here into the eye, of course. Those green eyes just peering into your soul, of course, looking interesting. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm missing a piece on mine. I have one of these that doesn't have the... No, I guess both of them are that way. Take it back, rewind it, do a Michael Winslow. Shout out to Police Academy. There you go. But you do got two eyes here, but on the insides of this side, they're like hollowed eyes in there. So I guess you can put those up over there if you want to. So you got both sides there. Choose your own eye adventure, which one you do prefer. But nice blades on this one here. And then you get two effect pieces here. Nice translucent bluish color plastic. You slide those sides. We're just going to call them sides. Up through here, looking very nice. Gives a little extra pizzazz to his weaponry here. And then you do get these two effect pieces as well, which I guess you just put in his hand. I don't see a spot for them. They don't fit in here or anything. They're just kind of two little bit of translucent, almost like lightning strikes going on. We'll see. Maybe they plug in somewhere. I don't see anywhere to plug in. It feels weird that he would hold these, but maybe. We'll see. We'll figure it out for the glamour shots. But you do get those too. But that is it as far as accessories go. Maybe it's because he's such a big figure, he gets a little bit lighter on the accessory department. Not exactly sure, but I will say, first impression, a very light figure. A lot lighter than he does look. Slythe, of course, going as a previous Thundercat example, a big, heavy chunk of plastic. Very light in comparison to him. But we do get the head sculpts here. This is the very stoic Ratar-O. He's thinking, he's in the kitchen, bossing Slythe around. He doesn't got any movement going on. He's got those big old rat ears. He's got those big old rat teeth. He's got those big old rat whiskers. Those big old rat eyes. He's just a big old rat at the end of the day. But he does look good here. He does have his helmet. The helmet is not removable there. Got the big emblem on the top with the red jewel. Got some reddish colored eyes in there against the white. Looking real nice. But it's very stoic. Very plain Jane Ratar-O. But then this head sculpt here, this is the one that means business. This is the one that's doing some stuff. He's got the mouth open. The tongue's in there. Of course, he's got one eye that's really big, one eye that's small. Hopefully, they're all supposed to be that way. But he's got different eyes there. One open, one a little bit more closed, one really big. Looking crazy. Got those same rat ears and a lot more rat teeth showing right here. Who'd win in a showdown, Ratar-O or Splinter? Who do you got? It's a pick'em, really, at the end of the day. But looking good in the rat heads here. They do definitely work for me. Now, we do get articulation on the tail. You get that big old rat tail, and that's the worst thing about rats. They got that long, creepy tail that's like half of it's hairy, then it gets very, like, skin-like. It's creepy. It's a creepy thing with those rats. But he's got that, and it does move side to side. So he does have a tail here, a little point on the end as well. Of course, articulation, head up and down, side to side, head removable, not tons of articulation there. Now, the arms go all the way around, very nice, and these shoulder gauntlets move right up out of the way, so we do appreciate that, of course. You do get a bicep cut. You do get a double, nope, take that back, single jointed elbow, but you do get the side to side looking good there, so we get the side to side of the elbow. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. You do get a waist, but boy, not really going anywhere, it seems like. Maybe there is no waist. What are we doing here? Oh, my waist is just very tight, I believe. I believe that should move, but it looks like mine is kind of seized together. You might have to heat that up if you want to, but it looks like there is a waist cut there. It looks like it's just kind of stuck together. You do get the legs, a little bit of rat splits. He's a fat rat, so he's not doing a lot of gymnastics like normal rats are, but his legs do go up. Single jointed knee, side to side, of course. Ankles, back forth, side to side, up and down. So basically your usual Super 7 articulation for the most part. A little bit tough there at the waist, though. I will make mention of that, so I'm not sure. I'll have to play around, see if that does work there. Now, he does got his big old rat jumpsuit. He's got that orangish, reddish shirt underneath. Big blue over the top, and then the gold to match his weapons. And his helmet, looking really good there. He's got the hands we talked about already. Looks like two fists of fury. I guess it would work for fist if you wanted to. Talked about his big white nails. He's got those long rat nails. He's got those long rat toenails as well. Hairy feet down at the bottom. And then he's got some Terry Steinbach rat-issued shin guards over here. Shout out Terry Steinbach. Shout out to the Oakland A's, as we always do say. Hairy legs throughout. Looking very, very good. But a very big figure. Stands just fine on his own, as you could imagine. But we'll test it. We'll test the ringside stand just for the heck of it. What do you know? Fits perfectly. So if you want to keep them uniform, you want them on a stand, you got options. Head over to Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Make sure you get a Mattel stand. That is the key right there. But Ratar-O looking really good, but let's bring out some friends. How about? There's old Slythe. You can see him next door to Slythe, a lot taller. Slythe, a lot smaller, but man, a lot heavier figure. A dangerous chunk of plastic if you hit somebody over the head with it. If there's a burglar in your house in the middle of the night, keep this on your nightstand. Use Slythe as a weapon. It'll pay off in spades for you. So hot tip, hot recommendation right there. We got his boy Vulture Man. Vultures and Rats, always a good team. They're always good friends, as we do know. So we got those guys side to side. Looking pretty good, but we're not done yet. Of course, from this brand new wave, we got Mongor. Man, he's going to be a tough one to beat for me. I know it's early this year already, but he's going to be a top figure for me. At least in the Super 7, he's going to be a top 10 Super 7, maybe even beyond. We'll see what happens right there. But Mongor looking amazing right here. Absolutely love this figure. And then we're not done. We got to get Lion-O out of the package. So, of course, the leader of the Thundercats, Lion-O. That does look pretty good for me, that size difference between these two. I think that's about spot on right here for Mongor, Ratar-O, Vulture Man. I think they all look fairly well in scale for me. For those keeping track at home, of course, we do know. But man, a great Thundercats wave so far. We're halfway done. We still got Willa and Snarf to unbox. We will do that, so stay tuned to those reviews on the channel. But it's going to be tough for me. That's why I opened them first, I guess, because I'm so excited about these two, especially this Mongor. Amazing figure. Check out the review on that. But Ratar-O, no slouch himself. Glad to have him as part of the collection as well. A very, very good-looking figure, no doubt about it. But what say you guys and gals? You picking these up? You passing? Long gaming it? Let me know your thoughts on old Ratar-O. Let me know your thoughts on rats. Put them in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and the other YouTube channel. And, of course, the Patreon for early access to both YouTube channel videos. Bonus content, Q&As, giveaways, pizza stuff, dog stuff, you name it. It's all going down over there on the old Patreon channel. And, of course, Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for the mighty Ratar-O and Rats upstairs and Rats everywhere else and Billy Corgan too, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.